Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing things a little differently. It's kind of a mashup of my Ipsy bag and also an Ulta haul. And I decided to do that because first of all, I got my Ipsy bag and I don't want to just tell you guys that, oh, this has never been opened before and I didn't look whatsoever, because I totally did. And then second of all, I ended up going to Ulta and picking up a few things, so I thought it'd be really fun to just put them together because I kind of tried them out all at the same time. So I don't want to say that this is also a review because I've only used these things a few times. So I'm going along the lines of a first impression style with this video, I guess. I really hope that you guys enjoy this and find out a few new things about these products. We can learn about it together and just let me know what you think. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Ipsy's theme this month is Carpe PM, which, I mean, is kind of cute. The card looks like that. I just want to take a second to appreciate this bag. This is definitely my favorite bag that I had ever gotten from Ipsy. It is kind of like, I don't know, it feels furry, kind of. That sounds not what I want it to sound like. But it's so beautiful. It's sparkly and Christmassy. Love it. The first thing that I want to talk about is this highlighter brush. I got this for free on my Ipsy. It's a full-size highlighter brush. And the reason I want to really mention this first is because I got to earn this with the points that I got through Ipsy. They let you pick out certain things. They change them, I think, every month. So depending on the points you have, you can pick out different products, which I think is really, really neat. This highlighter brush is by Beauty Junkies, so it says expert tested, female approved. This has quickly become my favorite highlighter brush, and the simple reason being the shape of this brush is unlike anything I've ever used for highlight. It's so nice. As you can tell, it would just fit so perfectly right where you need it to. It can pat it on, but it can also swipe it on I mean, look at my glow I have going on right now. It's so beautiful, and it's the only brush I've ever been able to use that can really pack it onto the Cupid's bow like my fingers can. So anybody can appreciate that. The next product I have in my Ipsy bag is a mascara, and it's the Mad Lash mascara by the Balm. Usually when I get mascaras in my Ipsy bag, I'm kind of like, you know, I have a million travel size mascaras, but I actually hadn't tried this one before, so that was a perk. And then also I've really grown to love this because of the wand. This has a very petite ball on the end of the wand. It's much smaller than other ones in this style. Also, it has a curve to the wand. It's super user-friendly. The only downside to this, instead of being a normal screw-on mascara, it pops out of place, and I don't really like that. It just kind of gets messy. I just think that screw-on is a lot better. I don't feel like it gets as airtight seal that screw-ons do, because it doesn't have, I mean, all it does is pop on. But besides that, it's so good for like the lower lash line. That's mainly what I've been using it for. I just really love this. It's a great one. I'm definitely going to be purchasing a full size of this. The most prominent thing that was in my Ipsy bag is by Mark Anthony, and it's the Nourishing Argan Oil of Morocco. 100% pure argan oil, protects color, deep hydrating, conditioning treatment. And this is a pretty big tube, so I was really happy with that. It kind of smells like sunscreen. It doesn't have, like, I don't know, that nice luxurious argan oil scent that you would kind of expect out of it. But I do really enjoy this, especially because my hair is so dry. And I don't know why. I think it's just this time of year because I haven't dyed it, like, since before I got pregnant, and my daughter's now almost 6 months. So because my hair is dry, I just, I'll try anything like this, and this really worked. I think I'm mostly pleased just, again, because of how big this is. Usually when you get the travel sizes, it's like you can only use them one time, and that's it. Like, nobody's going to be able to use that for an actual test out of something, only using it one time. But this, I would say you would at least get 5 uses out of, so that's a really good test sizer. Then I got another brush. This is a concealing brush. I don't really use, concealer brushes for actual concealer. I definitely prefer a sponge, the Beauty Blender, the Real Technique sponge, something like that. I tried to kind of test this out because I use concealer as an eye primer. So I did one side with the sponge and then one side with this, and it was just so much quicker to use the sponge. Also, by the time I got finished with this, it just didn't leave it looking as flawless as it did. But because I was doing it in my eye area, I noticed that this is actually really nice to clean up the brows with. This brush is by Bogacci's Paris, and it's just their concealer brush. That's all it's called. Even though it is a little bit of a larger brush, it still can like really get in there and clean your brows up with it. So, I mean, that's probably what I'll use it for. I definitely probably won't repurchase this again. The next thing I was so stoked about getting in my bag, you guys, like, it's the Tarte Morocco oil. This is formulated without parabens, mineral oil, phthalates, sodium, sulfate, and gluten. This also is a pretty good travel size. Like, I feel like this will last me a really long time. You just unscrew it, and it's a little dropper, and then you press the top, and it just drops out like that. You can use this on your skin, on your hair, so many things. I think the only drawback to this would be is that it has a woody smell, but it's not strong whatsoever, and it goes away after, after applying it. I've used this in my hair and on my face. When I used it on my face, I was doing exfoliating treatments, really getting into that. My eyelids actually started to like freak out on me. I applied a little bit of this, and even coconut oil wasn't working, but this went in there and just treated it. After one day, it started smoothing out, correcting itself, going to where it should be. I will definitely be repurchasing this. I really, really like it, you guys. It's a great oil, just in general. And I really like the dropper too, how you can just press this lid down and it still looks sleek. I think the packaging is really cute. So give this a try. I think it's totally worth it. The next thing in my little Ipsy bag is a liquid lipstick. It's by Ciate London Liquid Velvet Lipstick, and it's in the shade Pin. I know that these are really popular, but honestly, when I tried this, you guys, like, you can tell I'm not wearing this today, and it's because the first time I tried this, it was so messy. Like, usually after I'm done applying it and it's where I want it to be, I go in and clean it with concealer and just kind of clean it up. But this just got everywhere and it was driving me nuts. And then I went to apply it again today and I was like, oh, maybe it was just a one-time thing and I'll just try it again. Did the same thing. It was so hard. I just don't like it. I don't like the wand on this or anything. I'll insert a little clip right here showing you guys the wand. The formula of this is really thin. That's why I think this tends to get all over the place. It's just not my favorite. I think that this is a big pass, but I mean, 1 out of the 5 things plus my extra highlighter brush, that's not bad. I mean, Ipsy is just, I think anybody should try Ipsy. Moving on to my Ulta haul. The first thing I've been wanting to try for forever and a half, it's the Japanese contour and highlighting brush. So, I don't know, I guess I was just kind of reluctant to try this because I thought it looked super weird whenever I saw anybody using it because of the handle, but the This is so good. I don't know why I waited so long to try this out. It's so fluffy, you guys. The handle actually makes it really easy to apply, and it's really good to get in there underneath your eye because even though it is fluffy, it can still really pack the powder in where you want it to. But this has such a great taper that like I even contoured my nose with it and underneath my lip, which I always love to do. It's such a multi-use brush. It's beautiful. And when I went and got this, they were totally having a sale to where it was buy one, get one half off. If you're kind of apprehensive about buying these kinds of brushes, because this is, I think it was $20, wait for it to go on sale and get more bang for your buck. I guess I'm just going to stick with brushes right now because I purchased 3 of them. The second one being from e.l.f. It's their contouring brush. I really needed some new contouring brushes. I've been really wanting to try the style of this one for a long time. As you can tell, it's just a flat top brush that's really wide. This is so soft, you guys. Like, this brush was $6 and it's just, oh, it can fit in there so nicely. But the thing that I think I'm going to be using this mostly for is my nose. Definitely my nose. Like, this just fits on your nose so perfect. And then because it's so soft, you can get up and into the corners right here between where your nose kind of ends and into your brow and kind of into your crease to make it blend so seamlessly. If you're a beginner to contouring, I think that you might want to go for something that's a little more fluffy because this kind of thing is a little more dense, so it's easier to make mistakes. Just kind of keep that in mind. I don't think that this is a beginner's contour brush by any means, but it's still beautiful. Moving on to a foundation brush, I just really wanted to try something different that I hadn't heard about too much, and I never hear people talking about the ULTA brushes, so I just wanted to purchase one to see what I thought about it. And also, I've been using sponges for my foundation for so long that I needed to kind of venture out there and get back into my brushes with foundation or cream contour, whatever it is. So I picked up the angled foundation brush from ULTA's line. First of all, the handle on this brush is absolutely gorgeous. It's so sleek and it makes it like really clean. I think it's just a great piece to have on your vanity or wherever you put it, I mean. I really liked this brush for its shape and also how dense it actually is, because I wanted something that could really pack it on. But this brush surprised me because even though it was great when I applied my foundation, I think I'm going to be using this for cream contour most of all. First of all, because of its shape, but also because it can just really reach in there and pack it on, but then blend it out too, because it's not too dense. Do not exclude this from being a foundation brush by any means, because it can reach in your nose and all the nooks and crannies on your face and do it well. Okay, the next thing I'm really ashamed to say that I haven't tried before, like people are probably going to be mad at me, but I just haven't, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm sorry. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. Ah! I know, I haven't tried it. I'm sorry. The other thing about it was I totally got this in the wrong color, but I think I'm gonna actually keep this and just fill in the beginning of my brows with it because I'm high maintenance like that. This is, of course, a beautiful product, and as a first-time user with this, I can tell you that it is like foolproof. And if you're somebody that's starting out on your brows, highly, highly recommend this. It's not too creamy, but it's not too stiff at the same time, even though it is kind of on that more, you know, harder side. I'm not going to talk about this too much because I feel like so many people have tried this by now, but if you haven't, just girl, go into your local Ulta or Sephora and go swatch these, check them out because you'll love them. Everybody should use this at least one time, and I'm ridiculous for waiting this long. So the next thing is actually not a makeup product. I know. It's Jergens Natural Glow, and it's, you know, their fair to medium self-tanner lotion. The reason I picked this up is because I used to use this way back in the day. Back in the day, like I'm so elderly. But, you know, I think I used this when I was around 14 or 15. And I didn't know what I was doing back then, but I remember that I really liked it, even though I didn't know what I was doing. So I really wanted to give this another go, and I feel like they reformulated it since then. I hope to God they would have, because ugh, that was a few years ago, girl. I've only used it for about 3 days now, already seeing results. It feels super nice on the skin. It does not have a strong scent. It's, you know, it's a really great product. It's an oldie but a goodie kind of thing. They have 2 shades in this. Like I said, I got the fair to medium, but then they also have one for deeper skin tones. Go check this out because it's really cheap. Cheap by meaning the price tag and not the quality. It's a good one. The next thing I'm going to run over super fast. It's the It's the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and I kind of just like shoved mine back in there because I've already used it. But I'll just take it out real quick and show you guys what it looks like in case you haven't used it before. Like I said, I just used it, so it's not super squeaky clean. I apologize. This is a great dupe for the Beauty Blender if you haven't heard about it. The only difference between this and the Beauty Blender is it's softer, which means it can suck up more product, and, you know, nobody likes that. And also the shape. I really do not go out and buy Beauty Blenders a bunch because I rotate this in with my Beauty Blenders. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about it too much because it's a sponge, but it's amazing, and check it out if you haven't. The last thing that I have for you in this video is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit. I love Anastasia Beverly Hills products. It's probably one of my favorite brands, honestly. For some reason, though, I don't know why, I haven't tried the cream contour kit except for swatching it in the store. I've only tried the powder. This is extremely good, you guys. I just smacked the crap out of it, but whatever. In here you get 3 dark shades for contouring and then 3 highlight shades. The reason that I picked this one up, because there are quite a few different colors to choose from, is I wanted this banana shade. On a blendable level, these are uncomparable to anything I've ever used. They are incredibly buttery. I love highlighting with yellow shades, even though I tend to be more on a cool tone side. This banana shade still totally works with me. I think it would work with any skin tone because you can make it very subtle if you need to. The one thing I want you guys to take away from this if you're thinking about purchasing it is that these are so beginner friendly for contouring. They're very subtle compared to other cream contouring products. So I think it's just a really good beginner's course into cream contour. And that brush from ULTA that I just mentioned, this works so good with this kit. It's crazy. I would recommend this to anybody, no matter your skill level. I think anybody would like this. And it's also a really great gift for Christmas if you're looking into it for a gift for somebody. So that was my video, you guys. I really hope that you just enjoyed my mashup of Ipsy and ULTA haul together. I thought you guys would just get the most product out of it. I really enjoyed almost everything that I got in here. I think the only thing I really didn't like was that liquid lip by Ciati London. Ugh. Besides that, it was a really great haul, a really awesome Ipsy bag. One thing I wanted to mention before I left is I'm having an awesome giveaway on my Facebook page, Beauty by Lily, right now. I'll have that listed somewhere. But first of all, I'm going to have two winners. First place wins the Tarte Pro Amazonian Clay Palette. Ah! Can you believe it? Like, can I enter myself in this giveaway? The runner-up wins all of this stuff from the drugstore. I'm totally not going to go through it, but it's a lot. It's, I think, over $40 worth of product from the drugstore. So if you want to enter, just hop over to my Facebook page and check it out, you guys. This video was super fun to make. I always love sharing with you guys what I get in my hauls and what I'm trying out, what my thoughts are on them. Hopefully it helps you guys out there in your decision of what you want to buy. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye, you guys.